All right, let's talk about turning messy code into something masterful, specifically by fixing bugs with AI. Now, if you're a developer, you already know that AI can be this incredible superpower for debugging. But let's be real, it can also be a huge waste of time. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to fix that problem for good.
First up, let's just get right into it. AI debugging fails. We've all been there, right? That moment of pure frustration when you're just trying to get a simple, straight answer from your AI assistant and it just doesn't deliver.
So, does this whole AI debugging is wasting my time thing sound a little too familiar? You're stuck, you've got this bug, you turn to an AI for a quick fix, and what you get back is, well, it's pretty much useless. It's like a rite of passage for developers at this point.
Oh yeah, we have all been there. You just kind of throw a messy prompt at the AI, something like, hey, help me debug this Python function. It's throwing a zero division error. You paste in your code, hit enter, and you get back this. A super generic definition that tells you something you figured out in your first week of coding. It's vague, it's unhelpful, and it's a total waste of your time.
But here's the big secret. The problem isn't actually the AI. The AI is plenty smart. The problem is the prompt. So the real question is, how do we fix that prompt automatically, before the AI even gets a chance to see our messy first draft?
And that brings us to analyzing the real problem. See, this is where the magic really starts. A tool that's built for this kind of thing doesn't just blindly pass your request along. No, first, it intelligently analyzes what you've actually given it.
It all kicks off with something called the Universal Content Analyzer. And what's so cool about this thing is its main job. It intelligently separates your human instructions from the technical code. It literally deconstructs your prompt to figure out, okay, what part is the person talking and what part is the code they want me to look at.
So the second you hit submit, the analyzer sees your prompt like this. It instantly recognizes, okay, about 35% of this is just a normal natural language request, and the other 65%, that's a Python code block. It's not just seeing a big jumble of text, it's seeing separate, functional parts.
And this right here is the absolute most critical step. Your code gets put under a shield, it's protected, it's totally safe from getting messed up or corrupted by accident. At the same time, your human instructions are put under a magnifying glass, right? They're isolated so they can be analyzed and made way, way better. This separation is the whole key to making this work.
Okay, so now the system knows what you're asking for, help with a technical bug. Now it can move on to the how, and that's all about automating expert prompts. And this part is handled by the AI-aware rules engine. Now, the best way to think about this is like a super fast engine that runs on a set of predefined, expert-level rules. It doesn't need to make a slow, expensive call to a big language model. It just applies these proven rules to instantly transform your vague request into something structured and actionable.
So you might be wondering, how does it know which rule to use? Well, it's actually pretty simple logic. First, it scans for keywords you'd expect, like debug or error. Check. Second, it confirms that, yep, there's a chunk of code in there. Check. Once both of those are true, boom, it automatically applies the technical debugging template.
And wow, the transformation it's just night and day. Seriously, look at this. On the left, you've got our original kind of lazy prompt, and on the right, a super precise multi-part directive for the AI. It's not just asking for help anymore, it's specifying the language, providing the protected code, and then explicitly asking for a root cause analysis, a corrected version with proper error handling, and best practices to avoid it in the future.
This is how you go from just prompting to actually directing. That's the huge shift here. You're not just tossing a question into the void and hoping for the best. You're taking control. You're directing the AI to do exactly what you need it to do.
So, what happens next? What happens when you feed the AI a perfect, expertly crafted prompt? Well, you get your perfect solution. And here it is. The AI's response is amazing. It's not some generic paragraph. It's a perfect, actionable answer. It gives you the root cause analysis, a corrected version of the code with proper error handling, and best practices to prevent the issue. It's literally everything you were hoping for in the first place.
Think about it. No more going back and forth, no more reprompting, no more trying to explain what you really meant. You get the solution you need, instantly, on the very first try.
All right, so the big question is, how can you start using this yourself? Where do you go?
You're going to want to head over to promptoptimizer-blog.versal.app. Let me say that again, promptoptimizer debugging-blog.versal.app. There, you can download the exact debugging template we just went through, you can read the full technical deep dive on how it all works, and you can seriously supercharge your entire workflow.
Seriously, it's time to change the way you think about working with AI. Stop prompting, start directing.